To continue again with the internal structure of Selaginella, we will be discussing about the transverse section of rhizophore. Now, you are very well known with this picture. It is a heterophyllum, subgenus of Selaginella, a heterophyllum, where you can see a prostrate shoot giving rise to erect branches. Apart from that, there is a formation of a rhizophore. This black color structure are rhizophore. These are nothing but a cylindrical, leafless, colorless, which are going to arise at the dichotomy branching, and their free end leads to formation of a tuft of roots. This structure is nothing but a rhizophore. Now we will look at the internal structure, how exactly it is going to look like. So this is an enlarged view of a transverse section of rhizophore of Selaginella. It has a features very similar to that of root. We have outermost layer as epidermis, followed by epidermis. Internal to epidermis we have a cortical region. This cortical region is divisible into two zones as the outer cortical and the inner cortical. Outer cortical is made up of sclerenchymatous cells which are a bit thick in the their cell is a bit thick. All the cells are a bit thick because of the presence of deposition of lignin and suberin on them. And internal to this one is a cortical region, inner cortical region made up of parenchymatous cells. And inner to this we have central stele. This stele has outermost layer as endodermis. Inner to endodermis we have pericycle. And next to pericycle we will be having a presence of vascular bundle. Here the phloem is xylem and phloem. Xylem is surrounded by the phloem. Xylem we have two types, metaxylem as well as protoxylem. Protoxylem will be at the periphery, metaxylem will be at the center. Such xylem arrangement is exarch. Xylem is surrounded by phloem. There is no pith. Such pith is called as there is no pith. Xylem is surrounded by phloem. Such stele is called as protostele. Protostele has a pericycle which is ill defined. Next to pericycle we have endodermis. So this was a structure regarding the TS of the rhizophore. What we can't see here comparing to the root of the Selaginella is presence of the root hairs. In case of transverse section of root, we saw from the epidermis what arises is unicellular root hairs, but there is no root hair, neither root cap. So this is a difference between a rhizophore and the root. Thank you.